Hello again, my name is Kate Barini and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about revenue management and a big society. So in the last video we were talking about how tourists are made up of a number of people. We have people from the local environment, people from the wider geographic location, we have international visitors, but of course within all of those visitors we have different levels of society, people on different incomes, but we also have people that are contributing to society today, or people that perhaps should be incentivized to contribute to society, and based on their contributions made to society, they should perhaps be allowed to access tourist attractions at lower prices, or maybe even free of charge, or maybe be the ones who can access premium tourist experiences, and not always the people with the most money, but the people that contribute most to society. So we're talking about big society, which is very important in certain cultures. Here we can see a lovely painting, not a painting, but some graffiti on a wall, which is of course free art, and showing the, if you like, history of art, which is very, very well done. So again, an artist contributing some of their free talent to society. And we also have different examples. So for example, people that are, we know we have somehow an issue related to the aging population. And so there are now some things called time banks, where the younger, older people, if you like, can be doing things for older people and can be banking the time that they spend doing good for really the elderly that are housebound and can't get out, doing their shopping or helping them with their banking or basically just keeping them company. They can bank that time, and then that time is then utilized, has a value, and someone else then, they can then use that to buy someone else's time when they have a greater need once they get older. So that whole idea of helping other people and then banking the time you spend helping other people to then use that for your own benefit, we need to start thinking about, well, how can we do that, and how can we apply revenue management using, for example, time banks? Because even though young people can't get a paid job, it might be that they may be encouraged to actually do more volunteer work, and that volunteer work can then also perhaps contribute to something else later in their career or later in their working lives. Here on this slide we see another example about how time banks can be used to take care of, to be used for caring. So we're putting into a bank the time we spend caring for others or doing social good. Now, if we know that amount of time can somehow be recognized one way or another, it can be encouraging people to actually do more. And that's kind of the idea of big society. So we need to think about choice architecture. We need to think about developing products that nudge people, if you like, into behaving a little bit differently. And there's a very good book called Nudge, actually, that you should read if you're interested in choice architecture. How can we set things up to actually help people do the right thing or make the right choices? So we can do that. One of the ways we can do that is to reward people that, of course, do things for social good. So we can reward people with lower prices, we can reward people with added value options, we can offer unique tourism experiences that money cannot buy. How wonderful would that be? To someone who has given blood for 5 years, 4 times a year, I think we should recognize that, because that makes a very positive contribution to society. So how can we use revenue management tactics to shape responsible tourist behavior, for example? So something for you to think about, and that's the end of this video, and looking forward to seeing you in the next one.